Eminem, Untouchable. Let's go. What's happening, my bar Mr. fam? What's happening? Yes, man, it's your boy, bar Mr. back in the place, bro. Got through, back alive and kicking. Great stuff, great stuff. If it was your first time, as I said before, it's boy bar Mr. Welcome to the bar Mr. family. Yeah, we ain't sticking today, we ain't sticking right now, blood. We have Eminem with Untouchable, blood. Let's get straight into this, bro, because I need to know what's going on. So hands up. That title alone sounds hyper. Hands up, bro. We're not sticking. Let's go, man. Chat to me, brah. Tell them why. Go touch. Let's go.
We may never understand each other. It's no use. We ain't ever gonna grasp for each other. Black boy, we ain't gonna lie to you. Black boy, we don't like the sight of you. Pull up on the side of you, window roll down profile. Then we wonder why we see this side of you. Probably coming from.
Didn't see this coming. Interesting video as well, man. I thought something was wrong at first, you know. Okay, let's go. Pull your pants up.
Understand each other. It's no use. We ain't ever gonna grasp for each other. Black boy, we ain't gonna lie to you. Black boy, we don't like the sight of you. Pull up on the side of you, window roll down profile. Then we wonder why we see this side of you. Probably coming from the dope house. We could let you slide, but your tail light is blue. Out. We know you're hiding that hidey clue on you. Another drug charge, homie, it's back inside for you.
Not what I expected. So what, he's a cop? He's a cop in this? How he's spitting there, he's a cop. Saw some references before. We're talking about, at the start we said, no use, we never understand each other. It's pretty kind of current events-ish kind of vibes there going on. Something about your tail lights. I know they say cops tend to knock out your tail light, have an excuse and all of this. And blue, we kind of dragged on that, so I guess he's talking about the boys in blue. When I saw Untouchable, I didn't expect this, yeah, I'm just saying. But okay, let's go.
That light is blue. Out. We know you're hiding that hidey clue on you. Another drug charge, homie, it's back inside for you. And just in case the chase might so we got the trident, two pistol drew right at you. We'd be delighted to unload it in your back and walk up and lay that taser on the side of you. Fucked up, but what the fuck am I to do? I keep telling myself, keep doing like you're doing. No matter how many lives you ruin, it's for the red, white, and blue. Time to go find a new one and split his head right in two. No one's ever indicted you. Why? Cause you're a white boy, you're a rock star.
I suspect this song had a lot to do with his backlash, personally. Because what he's saying there, bro, chat it down in the comments, man. Let's get some points of view on this. Let's get some points of view on this. And keep in mind, if you have different points of view, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But don't just say XYZ. Say XYZ and say why. Let's chat about this, man. This one's kind of heavy. This one's kind of heavy. Where does it sound? I like the guitars though. I like the guitars because I like rock too. So, but anyway.
White boy, in your cop car. I don't listen to it 'cause my head is like a sieve. White boy, you're untouchable. The world's coming to an end. I don't even care. Nobody can tell me shit 'cause I'm a big rock star. Black boy, we don't get your culture and we don't care what our government's done to fuck you over, man. Don't tell us your attitudes are a result of that. Roll the gas when you get the chip on your shoulder ad. Why you kicking that soda can? Pull your pants up, we bout to roll a band. Throw your ass in the band car. You don't have to know our plans or what our intentions are. Our cards are close to our chest, you better show your hands.
I feel like I don't have enough time to go into this, which is probably a good thing, because you know I keep it 1,000, so it's probably better I don't say much. Okay.
And put our minds more at ease. You get shot in the thyroid, comply or die, boy. We're fighting the crime war, here come the swine, trying to clean up the streets from all these minorities. That's what we call them pigsties for. They're like eyesores to police. Talk to like you're just a piece of...
Sorry for not calling out the bars. It's just because I think when I started to talk about the bar, knowing me, I'm going to go into some other stuff I don't want to go into. I'm telling you, we don't have enough time. I will be here for an hour, bro. We have a lot to address on this. I want to hear you guys in the comments, man. But listen, the pigsty was cool. The pigsty, the Steiny Eye thing, that was dope. I saw you guys said earlier, but let's go, man. Let's go.
Feels like we're stuck in a time warp to me. As I kick these facts and get these mixed reactions. As this beat backspins, it's like we're drifting back in.
He knows, blood. Did you hear that? As I kick these facts and getting these mixed reactions. The man's prophesying nothing of it. I realized that, blood. He knew what was going to happen when he did this, blood. He knew, because he's speaking from a white person's point of view, yes, but for a white person to be so vivid, when I tell you vivid and accurate, big man, yo, listen, man, but hey, let's go, man, let's go.
Time warp to me. As I kick these facts and get these mixed reactions. As this beat backspins, it's like we're drifting back in to the 60s. Having black skin is risky, cause this keeps happening. Throughout history, African Americans have been treated like shit, and I admit there have been times where it's been embarrassing to be a white boy, you're a rock star. White boy.
I'm just gonna guess there that he's referring to how he grew up in a hood, yeah, mostly black people and all of that, and plus up in the black culture, because mostly everyone around him would have been black as well, so he must have seen stuff, bro. This can't be here, so he's talking about that. This thing sounds very accurate and very familiar to myself as well, then. You understand? As I said, I don't want to give anything. I don't want to get into it, blood. I don't want to get into it. Let's go.
In your cop car. I don't listen to it 'cause my head is like a sieve. White boy, you're untouchable. Coming to an end, I don't even care. Nobody can tell me shit 'cause I'm a big rock star. Seems like the average lifespan of a white man is more than twice than a black lifespan. I wonder sometimes if it has a price scanner. I feel like checking out on life, can escape the circumstance. I'd rather hear him say die inward than die antward. Ninja, now it's better disguised banter.
That's that group we talked about before, innit? That weird group, and the guy, his missus was with the guy from
Scanner. I feel like checking out on life, can escape the circumstance. I'd rather hear him say die inward than die antward. Ninja, now it's better disguised banter. But that's life, strapped cause we're strapped financially and can't find answers. We're applying, but McDonald's seems to be the only franchise that'll hire. So how can we have higher standards?
So it's a different point of view as well. This is a different point of view. Now he's talking not as a cop, but as a black person. Because he's saying only Mickey D's could hire and all of that. I just have to keep controlling myself, man. I'm telling you, we're gonna be here for an hour. Let's go.
What's better disguised banter? But that's life. Strapped cause we're strapped financially and can't find answers. We're applying, but McDonald's seems to be the only franchise that'll hire. So how can we have higher standards? As Dallas overshadows the battle for Black Lives Matter. We fight back with violence, but acts like that. Black eyes on the movement, which makes Black Lives Matter. At cops, and cops matter, that's why it's at a stalemate and can't arrive at a compromise, so it's black ops. I wonder if we hire more black cops, the crap stops. The block is our backyards, officers, not the crack spot. Call the attack dogs off of us, man, you always act all pissed off at us at a traffic stop. And bad cops fuck it up for the good cops. And man, stop sending white cops in the black neighborhoods who ain't acclimated to them like that's the way to do it. Who seen some fucking videos of rappers waving guns?
You know what it is with this? Either you totally get this or you totally don't get this, you know. And either one is cool. Because if you don't know, you don't know, and there's nothing wrong with that, man. But I could give you my word, what he's talking there is facts, man. So far, what I'm hearing, making sense now.
Ain't nobody black, so they act afraid of us. And that's racism, the fear that a black face gives them. A subconscious racist. Wait, why are there black neighborhoods? Cause America segregated us, designated us to an area, separated us, sectionated us when we tear it up. The only time attention's paid to us, and education sucks, and every day's another Freddie Gray for us. A levee breaks a fuzz. Why is it they treat us like dry island? We just want a safe environment for our kids, but can't escape the sirens. Don't take a scientist to see our violent nature lies in the poverty that we face, or the crime rates the highest in the lowest classes. It's like a razor wire fence that we're trapped in. These racial biases that plague our society, which makes our anxiety levels raise every time we see a devil's face. Lions, tigers, and bears, oh my. It's more like billy clubs and gats, and we really love it when you think we're guilty because we're black. But you kill each other, backs, you peel each other's caps for silly stuff like hats.
We kind of touched this before, innit? We kind of touched this before. As I said, I don't want to get into it, but I will say we did touch this before. The Black Lives Matter and all of that, and the fact that people say, okay, but there's so much black on black crime and all of that. And listen, man, that's all facts. Everything there what was said was facts, yeah, including the black on black crime and all of that. Yes, the black community has things to fix as well, but so does every community have things to fix as well. But as I said, I don't want to get in it. Chat to me in the comments, man. But I will say this. I'll say two things. I'll say this before we finish this track. It's almost done. I'll say this. To my understanding, because I'm not an avid follower, but to my understanding from reading, from listening to persons, Black Lives Matter was, addresses, I should say, not was for, addresses, as far as I know, was for, to address police violence against black community, black persons, right? Police killing black people. Great. It was not designed for black on black crime, white on white crime, black on white crime, white on black crime, green on blue crime, yellow on orange crime, yeah? And I know persons get upset, and I ain't trying to piss somebody off. I'm just saying my point of view. Give me a point of view. I'm cool with that. Now. Give me a point of view. We can chat about it. No scene. But what I'm saying is this. I never could understand why persons used to get upset. Just like you probably can't understand why people say this as well. So, you know what I mean? Whoever, if you're offended, don't take it personal. It's just my opinion, then. And give me yours. I'll try to see from your point of view as well. When I say Black Lives Matter, I never saw that as a disrespect to say only Black Lives Matter. I've never seen it as that. No, from reading a lot of comments, sometimes I bounce through things like TikTok, I bounce through things like online now, and then I just dip in and dip out. I don't stay online at all. What's going on with that? From the comments, from what people are saying, and this is what I got from it, is one of the two things. It's either people genuinely don't understand, which is beyond me, because there's too many explanations. It's like so many analogies I've heard given, right? So they don't understand, one. It was said, okay, someone said an analogy, whales, big fish, whales, lives matter, right? Which doesn't mean sharks, dolphins, goldfish lives don't matter. It just means that whales' lives matter because they're endangered. You dig? And to me, that was so basic. I couldn't understand how you could understand. So I don't understand, or you literally stuck in your ways and choose not to understand, which is fine as well. Because I don't know your experiences then. Maybe you grew up a type of way, something happened to you, and that scars you. You know what I mean? I don't know. But that's just my 2 points of view I'm going to give on it, bro. Until we get on in the comments. Because this, I haven't heard the rest of the album yet. But nothing has hit me on this album so far. And talk about tracks like Believe and stuff. Castle on the Rose. This is some next shit he come with here, bro. Totally unexpected. I know he got backlash for this thing here. And just this video is very powerful as well, man. So that's the two things I would say on that. Yeah, two things I would say. Let's go.
Single mother struggling through substance abuse while people with nothing to lose shoot each other for shoes. Fuck your Republican views, pull ourselves up by our bootstraps. What the fuck are the boots? And streets act as a narrator. Don't gotta read comics or be that into characters. Just to see that, just to be black, you better be strapped with a Derringer or be Captain America like Steve Rogers. Cause no one oversees these cops.
So I just call that one because I'm a big Marvel fan. You know that, man. Be Captain America. Captain America, blood. You get me? Don't get it twisted, man. Anyway, let's go.
Just to see that, just to be black, you better be strapped with a Derringer or be Captain America like Steve Rogers. Cause no one oversees these cops, and all we see is some beat charges. We done seen them beat Rodney King unconscious and got off. So we don't need all you crooked police officers' peace offerings. Just keep marching till we reach Congress. But they're gonna say you're trying to take an irrational stance if you try to slander the flag. But somebody has to be the sacrificial lamb, so they call it a Kaepernick tantrum if you don't stand for the national anthem. We raise it, you better praise it, or you'll be made to feel like a traitor will. Treat you like Rodney Dangerfield, home of the bravest still, racistville. So this whole nation feels like a plantation field in a country that claims that its foundation was based on United States ideals that had its natives killed. Got you singing this star-spangled spiel to a piece of cloth that represents a land of the free that made people slaves to build.
I was just about to stop with the chin done anyway, Dad. Listen, man. Listen, hang on. You see that piece he just said there, with that native thing, bro? Look, as I said, I don't want to get into it, and I said so much, and I didn't want to get into it. Here's what I'm going to say. Pull up Google. Video's done. I'm almost finished. Pull up Google. Look up this thing called Doctrine of Discovery. Doctrine of Discovery. Read that shit. It will show you another side of this thing, bro. The roots of this thing, and you would wonder to yourself, how could this have been okayed under the guise that it was okayed under, blood? I even want to get into it right now. We have that time, brother. We have that time, I promise you. Yeah, but hey, we learn every day. So talk to me in the comments. We not to cuss out each other, you know, blood. We not to get grimy. We could just show point of views, blood. Because remember, nobody's born a racist, you know. Nobody's born. I know racist personally, you know. I'm telling you that. Black and white, you get me? But there's a couple things you have to think about, blood. Nobody's born racist. It's either taught or is learned. And what I mean by learned is taught by parents, whatever is handed down, or learned simply through your experiences, host. And that's it in your mind. It's set as that. If every time I go outside a dog bites me, host, I'm always going to not like dogs. It's as simple as that, blood. So I get it, but we could chat about it. Let's chat about that down in the comments, man, because I don't think now is the time, and I don't want to just be talking and there's no responses coming. I rather chat to the mans and the women's and them. All of you, I realize you're very intellectual, you know, very intellectual. I love that, actually, love that, man. You get me? Yeah. Just keep in mind as well, there's a difference between racism and racial prejudice as well. And don't get mad because I said that I recently learned that myself, blood. Racism can only exist if there's a power element in it. Power has to be in it. You can Google that too. Listen, it's your boy Miztah, out and bad and stunting, blood. You get me? Spread love, people. Hey, spread love is easy, I promise you. But listen, man, we're gonna pick up. You get me, dog? Brrrah!